If Super Mario Bros. Was the culmination of all of Miyamoto's work that came before it, then Super Mario Bros. 3 is the culmination of everything good that ever graced the NES. I have a confession. Before I decided to do this review, I had never once beaten Super Mario Bros. 3. No particular reason. This game just always seemed to elude me. I said the original game was the blueprint for future 2D Marios, but this is where Mario was truly born. So many elements from this game are still repeated in Mario's 2D platformers to this day. It's just phenomenal. It feels like they took the first game, made it bigger and more audacious, polished up the controls, and made it look pretty. I mean, look at the shine on those blocks. The smooth scaling and the movement of the background sprites. The spinning shells. Not a single pixel is wasted. Every block has lighting or texture. The underwater stages look gorgeous too. I've always had an admiration for when a video game nails the beauty of the ocean, and it's even more commendable to see what they did with so little for Super Mario Bros. 3. They added back the sprint option, and you know how I feel about sprinting in a Mario game. Fucking stupid game. The game flaunted too. You get this little jingle whenever you're barreling at full speed, which is both satisfying and a perfect audio cue to let you know when you've picked up enough momentum to go flying with the Tanuki suit. You can practically skip full levels with this thing. It's overpowered but fun, so what the hell. Kinda took a different approach to power-ups this game. Instead of simply powering up Mario, they affect the gameplay in fun, unique ways. You get such a wide variety of new mechanics to toy around with, and with the game's structure of shorter, more compact, straightforward platforming challenges, this game is a goldmine for experimentation, and more importantly, fun. There is a variety in gameplay here, but not like that of its predecessor. Super Mario 2 Japan didn't differentiate enough, and the American Super Mario 2 differed too much, deviating from the strength of the original game. This game takes strengths from its past iterations and improves upon them. Like 5-4, where I jumped on these guys expecting to bounce off them, but they're actually just like platforms, similar to how enemies were in Super Mario 2. Of course, the game keeps the head bop from the original for most of its enemies though. It even takes issues from the previous games and fixes them. Smooth the vertical scrolling. Why can't you do that, Super Mario 2? Bowser got a little redesign, and the Koopalings all having their own looks rather than just being mini Bowsers demonstrates how ambitious this game was. Such a wide range of worlds and enemies. It's a far cry from the first game. This honestly feels like a generational gap rather than just a sequel. That being said, the final world was unfortunately designed by Hitler. World 8 is unrelenting and cruel. The entire game has no checkpoints, but until World 8, I could give the game a pass for that. There's challenging, and then there's this bullshit. What are you playing at, Nintendo? Especially this dumbass fortress level, which is the culmination of all the cryptic third generation dogshit that was once considered puzzles. A million different doorways that all lead to similar looking areas, hidden blocks that are mandatory to progress. It's unfortunate because this game is wonderful right up until the very end, more or less. It makes it so that when you beat it, you let out a sigh of relief rather than getting that sort of I want more feeling that you normally get with Nintendo games. All in all, this game was about as good as it could have been, but it missed the mark just slightly. I'd still crown it the absolute best of the original 4 games by a landslide. I mean, hell, it could even be the best game in the entire NES library. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned.